And I was just like, okay, good. You play both sides, we're good here, you know. And, you know, I knew that being naked in front of this man was an inevitability, so I was like, you know, I'm comfortable with this guy. You know, he just talked college football with me. We're good to be naked with each other. So I was sitting there, and he's like, okay, there's a couple steps we got to go through to figure out exactly what the problem is. And he's like, now, you've probably been through this. That's like a little arm slap. And I was like, hey, you know, will you be my dad? And he's like, go ahead and drop him. And, you know, the button and the zipper were fixed. I was just like, here I am. And he walks over to his little closet. He pulls out this little stool. And the stool's about 8 inches tall. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be the normal height of a human being. And so I stand on the stool. And he's like, okay, go ahead and drop him. And I was like, all right, man, you know. And I was staring at the ceiling. Then I was like, fuck, I have to see if it's a good day. Well, it's a good day. So he's like, all right, let's do this. And I don't know if you've ever been to a doctor, more specifically a pediatrician. They always have that stool. It's got 4 legs, no back, just a stool. And they always sit in it to give you that close approach. So he sits in the stool as I'm just standing there naked, and I swear to God, he does this like Wild West trench coat blowback right before he sits in the stool. And I see him, he's got little like hanging glasses. He pulls his glasses up and does the whole like, and I was like, fuck you, it's not that small. And he leans in a little bit, and like, the guy was cool up to this point, but this is when I was like, this is gonna be a weird interaction with this guy. Like, you would think that he would, you know, use his body weight to get closer. He actually grabs the back of my thighs, uses me as the weight brace, and like brings it in close. Oh shit! Is this happening? And I was just like, oh, fuck, you know? And, like, I've only been at this, like, POV perspective, like, looking down at a woman, but he's doing the look up, and he's like, we're about to do a penile scrotal exam. And I was just like, fuck. And I go back to the ceiling, and I could just feel him, you know, just, okay. Ooh, that's a vein. You're sweaty. So, I made the biggest mistake, and like, as he's dual-handing me down there, I did and I was like, oh fuck. This has crossed too many lines. And I'm like, doc, I'm about to puke. And he was like, what? Looking up at me. And he's like, nurse, get in here. And like it's happened before, she automatically came in with like a puke bucket. Like, I was just like, bring it here. And he was like, he didn't stop. And he was just like, okay, one more. Okay, everything looks good. Swollen? No. Is there a node here? No, it's not swollen here. Okay, you're good. And I filled this thing overflowing on the edges, and he's like, everything felt normal about that. I'm gonna need to see you in another week. Fuck. So he sets an appointment for next week, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. This will be the end of it. You know, how much worse can it get? You know, I was wrong. It gets worse. So I go in a week, and I got this like despondent look on my face, just like, fuck my life. What am I gonna do now? And he comes in, he's like, hey buddy, did you watch the game last weekend? I was like, which one? He was like, the war-tied one? Yeah. And he's like, we have one more exam we gotta do, and I'm gonna have to check out your prostate. And it wasn't really until after this appointment that I knew what the prostate was. I'd always heard about it, but I was never really sure, and I was just like, are you taking me to surgery? And he was like, oh, no. This is when shit gets real. And he was like, and I was just like, God damn it. So he was like, Nick, you know the drill? Go ahead and drop him. And he turned around and I was already naked. I knew what was happening at this point. And he was like, do you want to go ahead and grab the table? And he's like, go ahead and spread your legs. And it was at this point that he turned his back to me and he started walking back to his fucking station. And god damn it, I hate that fucking station. And he walks over, I see him take out his little latex gloves, and I swear to God, he did the yeah. And the whole time I thought it was like antibacterial soap over there, it's fucking lube. He walks over to it and he did like a... So he's getting everything ready and he walks over to me and, you know, I think he actually used his right foot to like kick my foot out a little further. And as he's lubing, he kind of walks around to like where I can see him and he was like, you know, they say there's a G-spot in there. Stop. And at that same point when he's like talking about the G-spot, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and need you to push like you're pooping. And he walks over behind me and he rested his left arm like on my tailbone. And I swear to God, he adjusted his legs. And he was like, you ready? And I was like, no. He was just inside me. I was just like, oh my God. And I could feel him doing like a little blast going on down there. I was just like, oh my God. But, you know, lines have been crossed at this point, but like, he crossed the fucking line. He did this lean in into my left ear, and like, I could feel his breath on it. He was like, do you feel it? This is a true story. This is a true story. He still practices medicine. And I was like, no, I don't feel it. And as quick as he was in, he was out. And he was like, yeah, you got a swollen prostate. I'm gonna write you a prescription for Flomax. That's all I got. Yeah!